Hey there, guys. Welcome to today's devotional thought. Talking about fear and faith today, going through some of those difficult seasons where we're questioning what God is doing or why God is allowing something in our life. Just wanted to share some thoughts with you, some things that I've kind of learned over time. Just difficult seasons that I've gone through, kind of asking the question why God would allow something, why God would put me through a difficult season. And some of the things that I've kind of landed on that have kind of given me a sense of comfort and just peace is that knowing that God has a purpose in some of those things. And the truth is, spiritually, I think we all want to grow. People will say this all the time: I want to grow in my faith, I want to grow in my relationship with Christ, I want to trust Him more. But the truth is that faith and growing in a relationship with Christ typically doesn't happen from a sermon. Typically, it doesn't happen from a Bible study. Typically, it doesn't happen from a prayer session, although those are very important. Typically, our faith grows most when we go through a difficult season. Let me say that again. Typically, it happens during a difficult season. And so, although many of us would never desire to go through a difficult season, where we find ourselves growing the most are in those difficult seasons where really the only thing that we have to hold on to is a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And that's why faith grows, is because we have nothing else to trust. And so as I thought about this, when we go through a difficult season, we find ourselves in a trial, we have two ways of looking at it. We have two ways of going forward. We can either have faith in God or we can have fear in the situation. And Scripture tells us repeatedly that we are to have faith in God and not fear in the situation. And here's the beauty of this. As we have faith in God and God shows up in the only way that God can, it hopefully will give us courage. Hopefully it'll give us a reminder of what God is doing. Hopefully it'll give us faith for the future. And so I think we hear stories or we meet people and we say, man, they're such a person of faith. It seems like their maturity and their just ability to weather storms. And the truth is once again, that person didn't get it from a sermon. They didn't get it from a book. They didn't get it from a prayer session, although those were catalysts in it. The truth is they probably got that deep, abiding faith because they went through difficult seasons. They came out on the other side and they learned the faithfulness of God. And so I've been a Christian now for 35 years plus. And, one of the things that I feel like I've experienced over the years is that I don't seem to get as rattled as I did when I was 20, 30, just because I feel like I've gone through these difficult seasons with God. And it just seems like at the end of the day, God always showed up. God always did something. Maybe not always what I wanted, but God showed up. And I'll tell you what, after a while, you start to just go, you know what, I think I can trust Him. But once again, that came through difficult seasons. And so if you're here today and you're going through a difficult season, what I would encourage you is to have faith over fear, to choose faith and not fear in the situation, to choose faith in God. And hopefully from this, it's not punishment, but it's a reminder that He is good and He can be trusted. And hopefully that gives you confidence for the future. Hope this helps. Thank you so much for being a part of this Bible study. Bye.